gosh, that's a lot of plushies. Anyways, hey, what's up guys, it's Zach, and today we're going to be doing the Plush Collection video update. Now, many of you guys who have been watching me for a couple of years now have been begging and asking me to do another Plush Collection video update, but I've been declining them many times before because I always thought it was very unnecessary. I've only ever thought it was unnecessary because within a couple of other plush videos, or no, more of the unboxing videos that I've done, I show off the new plushies, so I kind of figured that it was a little unnecessary to do it. But I love you guys, so I'm gonna do this for the subscribers and the long-time viewers who always wanted another one. So yeah, just also another heads up, keep in mind that I've simply just sold a couple of my old plushies, so if you look within this new video and notice that a couple plushies from the last collection video are missing, that is because I simply just gave them away as gifts, or I just sold them because, well, I didn't want them anymore. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this video, and also we're gonna start off from most prominent characters in my plush videos. We're gonna start with like the oldest plushie I've had of them, then expand into the current and most modern version of the plush character that I have now, and we'll just go on from there, really. Yeah. Starting off this collection video, he also started it off in the last collection video. Here is my Jazzwares Sonic plush. Now, many of you guys who are OGs of this channel know this was the Sonic that I used for many of my videos. Now, if you guys want to go back to my older videos, I privated them so none of you guys could see them because they were terrible and they were cringy. But besides all that, this guy was the main star, and my goodness, do I get a lot of nostalgia looking back at this guy. Now, this was around the time when Jazzwares had the license for Sonic plushies, and back in the day, I always wanted one of these. Now, this isn't necessarily my first Sonic plush. My first one was actually the bigger version of this plushie. Well, at least what this is based off of. I think I explained this in the last collection video, but I'm gonna explain it here anyways. As you guys can see, this guy has aged a couple of, well, ages. Is that even a proper way of saying it? What I'm trying to say is that this guy is worn out. You can see the fabric on his legs, his stomach, and his face. Yeah. This plush was notorious to have like a bunch of factory mistakes because he never had like a proper chin because his mouth was kind of printed onto his body. This guy was the start to my Sonic plush videos. Next up, we have the Tomy Sonic Boom Sonic plush. I just said Sonic a lot in that one sentence. Anyways, this is around the time when Tomy had the license and they started off making Sonic Boom merchandise. This is the only stuff that I ever bought from Tomy because no other company is doing Sonic Boom stuff. Anyways, as you guys can see, he still has his tag, Sonic Boom. I didn't bother taking it off since I really cared a lot about the Sonic Boom plushes. He's still in pretty good condition. I remember I bought this guy off of Amazon back in like 2016. Yeah, nothing really much to say about him. He doesn't really appear in that many videos. I've only ever used him whenever I didn't have my Jazzwares Sonic plush, so he was a good stand-in. Either way, he's still a very good plush, and I love the cartoon. I wish Season 3 would have made an appearance because we only ended off in Season 2. Next up, we got a couple of my rare Sonic plushes. This is my Kelly Toy Super Sonic plush. Now, he doesn't have the tag because this is the Super Sonic that I used in my videos a lot. He was my main Super Sonic. As you guys can see, he's made with that special kind of material that's reflective and metallic because obviously it's Super Sonic and he's meant to look shiny. I got this for my birthday one time. My grandma gave it to me, and he's kind of dirty on the shoes, but I really love this guy. I took him a lot with me. Oh wait, no, I'm confusing him for another plush. But yeah, this is the Kelly Toy Super Sonic plush. Now, if you guys want to know what's one of my oldest plushes in my collection, this is one of them. Boom. This is my bigger, I don't know how many inches of like length this Super Sonic is, but it's one of the bigger ones because back in the day, Kelly Toy had the Sonic plushies, and they had a line where you basically just get them as carnival prizes. So back in the day, like, big plushies were super popular and cool. So this would have been one of the Super Sonic plushies that you'd see at like at a fair or one of those places. So yeah. So to correct myself from talking about this plush, saying that I would bring this guy everywhere with me as a little kid, it was actually this guy because I confused him for him. Well, god damn, that's a big difference. As I was saying, this would be the Sonic plush that I would take with me everywhere I go, alongside the Jazzwares Sonic plush that I no longer have. Anyways, I would take him everywhere I'd go. As you guys can see, he has a little bit of wear and tear on him. He's even ripped along the sides of here, which kind of sucks because of it kind of messes up how he looks, but you could tell that he was used and loved. You could even see some of the material like fading off. It's almost coming off as like a gray color instead of gold. This was my childhood Sonic plush, and it was Super Sonic. And I remember seeing this guy in someone's old plush video, and it inspired me to buy him. I'll put in the clip if I could find it. Next up is my Jazzwares Werehog Sonic plush. Now, I made an unboxing video for this guy. You guys could check it out. I think I have a playlist dedicated to unboxing videos, but here he is. This guy was always so cool to me as a kid. I loved Sonic Unleashed. I don't care if people hated it or, you know, whatever opinion they had on it. I loved it. I loved the game. I loved the Werehog levels. They were so cool. But here he is in all of his Jazzwares glory. Now, as you guys could tell, he's gray as opposed to being the actual color he is in the games. I think this was around the time when Jazzwares or just any Sonic merchandise was still trying to figure out what color the Werehog was, because this was around the time when Sonic Unleashed was still coming out. But yeah, here he is, and he's still pretty damn cool even to this day. Still one of my favorite Sonic plushies. I suppose we might as well get this guy out of the way too, since he's technically like Sonic, but he's not Sonic. Here's my Sonic Boom Metal Sonic plush from Tomy. This was the Metal Sonic that I used in all of my Sonic videos back in the day. You guys can't find them again. Like I said, I unlisted them or deleted them, unfortunately. But yeah, he was used a lot. You can see he has a couple tears on his fist. A little bit of a tear on his leg too. This was around the time when I didn't care much about the Boom plushies, so I accidentally cut off his tag. And if I didn't know that, then I would... Wait a minute. No, I didn't cut off the tag. My brother did. I kept the guy's tag on here. Screw you, Gabe. Alright, folks, now we get into the heavy hitters. We go into the current plushies that I have at the moment. Here is my 2020. Did this guy come out in 2020 or did he come out in 2022? I'm trying to remember, because I remember this guy didn't come out until way later when I actually started bothering collecting GE plushies. But here is the modern Sonic plush from Great Eastern Entertainment. This is the first version. You could tell because he has the ironed on materials for the eyes and mouth. This is my main Sonic that I use for the Sonic Plush Adventures videos that I make. He's still in pretty good condition. I don't plan on doing anything crazy with them because I know other plush channels do their crazy stuff with them. Notice how when I'm talking, I also move this guy around. Anyways, but yeah, this is my main Sonic that I use for my show. Next up is my GE Super Sonic plush. This guy was always so cool to me. I always debated if this guy was cool or if the Kelly Toys Super Sonic plush was cool, because I loved the way how this guy looked, because he looked like he was from Sonic X. I loved the material used on this guy because he was so shiny. So like, imagine if this was just on this. Did I mention that Sonic Unleashed was my favorite video game? Well, here we go again. This is my Great Eastern... Sorry guys, this is my Great Eastern Sonic the Hedgehog plush. Now I only got this guy because I wanted to replace the Jazzwares plush for my videos, because I was already getting into collecting all the Great Eastern plushies. As you guys could tell, this guy was used way before me. I bought him off of OfferUp, which is another way of like selling stuff online. Got him for only like $8, which is actually a pretty big steal, because if you guys want to buy this guy new, he's like 30 to 20 bucks, which is really ridiculous. But anyways, here he is. Very big, stubby. Now, usually it would say that it sucks that I bought a used plushie, but regardless of the matter, I still use my plushies in my videos, so you wouldn't even like bat an eye for it being used. And now to finish off the Sonics in my plush collection, here is Metal Sonic. He's one of my recent plushies that I bought. I think he's my last Sonic plush unboxing video that I made as of recently. I'm sorry for pausing because I'm really trying to think about it, because I don't really recall. It's been a while since I made an unboxing video. But here he is. Definitely one of GE's most detailed Sonic plushies, as you can see with all the layers and all the details that they put on him. He's really good. I love the way how he came out. I just wish that he had that metallic effect as like some of the other Sonic plushes have whenever they're portraying Metal Sonic. I'm sorry for pausing my freaking sentences, guys, but I'm just really thinking, because imagine if this material was on this guy. It would look really cool, no? Next up, here is my Jazzwares Shadow plush. This is the smaller version, not the bigger version that they released. This guy is my oldest plush compared to the Jazzwares Sonic plush. I've had him for a long time. As you guys could tell, he's used to heck, worn out. He's even got a little bit of scuffing on the eyes. I should probably clean that off when I can. But you can see the ironed on material is just not holding up. It did not last because I used this guy so much. Yeah. Here he is. Look at his arms. Just cross his arms. Now immediately going into the GE plushes. Wow, you could tell who I love the most when it came to the characters because I have so many Sonic plushes. But here is Shadow, the Great Eastern Shadow. Still a very great plush. Definitely one of my top 3 out there because of how much care was put into this guy. You know, when you look at this guy and next to the Sonic X GE plush, there's really no competition because this guy was... He looks like he had a lot more effort put into him. But yeah, that's Shadow. He's very linty too, so that's usually a bother when it came to filming videos with him. That I'd have to get a lint roller and just constantly just roll on the side of his head because, my gosh, the freaking cotton just bleeds through. And this is the only plush that ever happens to. Any other plush, they're good. But this guy, he's notorious for getting lint on his face. I don't know what to do to get rid of that. Next up, Super Shadow from Great Eastern Entertainment. I think there was a time when this guy was new because, well, there's not that many like Super Shadow merchandise really, except if you want to go to Jazzwares stuff. But when it came to plushes, there's not that many of Super Shadow. Here he is in his lightish yellow color. He's always been a more pale color compared to Super Sonic, but Super Shadow. And if you guys want to know my opinion, I actually think Super Shadow looks cooler than Super Sonic, but that's me because I think Shadow's cool. I had to look up where this plush was from, but here we go anyways. This is my NWT Knuckles plush. This guy is one of my oldest plushies when it came to the Jazzwares stuff that I had. So this would be my main Knuckles. He's... Gosh, he has super glue on the side of his head because if you guys know, this Knuckles would actually have his quills just go over his head. Why did I say quills? I meant to say dreads. But yeah, this is my Knuckles. He looks so flimsy and stilly. And my goodness, was it necessary to get an upgrade. Next up is my Sonic Boom Knuckles plush. My goodness, this guy is huge. So this is around the time when I wanted to collect all the Sonic Boom plushies. I still do, I just haven't gotten to it. I still need to get Tails and Amy, and I have Sticks, but, you know, I just want to get the main cast for Sonic Boom. Anyways, here's Knuckles. Looks cool. He's big, he's buff. Yeah, look at those fists. But yeah, that's Boom Knuckles. Here's my custom Knuckles plush from the GE Sonic plush line. The only thing special about him, well, besides that he's from the newer releases of the classic Knuckles plush because he's got sewn on buttons instead of them being glued on, is that I customized his eyes to be more purple. Because, you know, Knuckles has purple eyes. But we don't care about this guy anymore. We're gonna get into it right away. This is my Sonic X Great Eastern Knuckles plush. This guy is awesome. He's one of my rarest plushes as of the moment, besides all the Jazzwares stuff I own. But look at his eyes. Boom. Natural. Didn't even have to paint that on. They're more of a blue now that I look at them more close up. And also his smile's more of a line than it was curvy. But yeah, here's Knuckles. Look at the button on. Freaking glued on buttons. Yeah. I love this guy. He's so cool. He gives me so much nostalgia when I look at him. And yes, if you guys noticed in the previous unboxing, his eyes were a little silly. I modified his eyebrows to be more lined so that way he doesn't look too silly. Because already one of his eyes look like they're lower than the other. But yeah, this is my Sonic X Knuckles plush. Next up, here is my modern Tomy Tails. Now, I only ever got this Tails and only kept this guy because I never got my chance of getting a Jazzwares Tails plush. Even though I really wanted to, I just never got the chance to do it. So this would be the Tails I would use in my past videos because, well, he fit right in and he was in scale. Now, this isn't to confuse you guys with the stupid, ugly, freaking broken Tails that I had in my older videos. I'll show a freaking photo of him. My god, he was so ugly. He was the same brand as the Knuckles plush that I owned, the very first one. But my goodness, I'm glad. I don't even know where he is. I think I threw him away. Like, I lost him, but his replacement was the Tomy plush, and he was actually really, really good, and I liked him. Next up is my Great Eastern Tails plush. Now, this is the Tails plush that I use in all of my videos as of now. And if you guys pay attention, I actually fixed the cuff. He has a better cuff now, compared to the last one that I gave him. If you guys recall on my last unboxing video about this guy, he didn't have a cuff on his glove because of a factory error. Other than that, I had a spare one, and I was able to put it on this Tails plush because, well, he's the version 1 also that came with Sonic, so the ironed-on materials don't exist anymore. But thankfully, I was able to fix him, and he's also just really cool. He's one of the best Tails plushes that I've seen personally. I'm still upset about the cuff being missing, because look, that's how it came to me originally, but thankfully I fixed it. Thanks, Great Eastern! Man, I'm not getting a sponsor anytime soon. Next up is my Tomy Dr. Eggman. This was the Eggman I used in most of my old videos. Here he is. Nothing too special about him other than the fact, well, it's Eggman. He's missing the stripe on the back, but oh well. Still a pretty good plush. I thought it was pretty decent, especially coming from Tomy, because a lot of the other Eggman plushes that I wanted, like the Toy Network one or the Great Eastern ones, were pretty rare to find, so yeah, I appreciated what I got at the time. Now we immediately go into Fat Eggman from Great Eastern. My gosh, this guy is a freaking pillow. He's so big. He's literally so big, he can literally just sit up on his own. It's crazy. But here's Eggman. I modified his arms because originally they were sewn on like this, which looked a little weird. It was like he was curling up his biceps. But now they're free, and they're freaking spaghetti noodle. One of the newer releases for Great Eastern, which freaking boggles my mind because why wouldn't you guys have a modern Eggman from the start? But anywho, this is him. And yes, he has the glued on little buttons right there. Next up is my very first Cine Mario plush. My goodness, look at the wear on this guy. His hat was originally torn off, but it was sewn on from my grandma, thankfully. But yeah, this is my old Mario. You could tell it's one of the older versions of the Cine plushes because he's actually way smaller than, well, I guess we'll get right into it. The Superstar series Cine Mario plushes. My goodness, look at the size difference. It's like he ate a mushroom, literally. But look at the curl on his mustache. It's like so poor compared to this one that has a lot more effort. We'll put him to the side and we'll get into the newer Mario plush. Yes, I bought a newer Mario plush to get in better shape with my Great Eastern Sonic plush because it looked weird when I had a smaller Mario and a bigger Sonic. But yeah, this is my current Mario I use at the moment. Still in very good condition. Really good condition actually, compared to, well, most standards when it comes to a Cine plush. He doesn't have that wear on him compared to the older Mario plush that I have. Now, it's only right that we talk about Luigi after talking about Mario. This was my main Luigi. This Luigi was the Luigi I used in every video because there was barely any flaws with him, really. He looked like Luigi, he had the head shape, and he was relatively, like, in scale with most of my plushies. He was still pretty good, other than the fact that his neck looked a little silly. But this was the old Luigi compared to the newer Superstar Luigi that I bought. And once again, there's a little bit of a size difference. But yes, here's Superstar Luigi. A lot more detailed, a lot more, well, effort as seen into this guy. He's also more clean looking because he doesn't have that much wear on him. He's also still relatively new since I haven't really done that much videos with them. I think this guy's the most recent plushie that I bought. I just didn't bother making an unboxing video because it's just Luigi and I showed him in my videos many times before. But yeah, Luigi. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm not even done with my Sonic plushes yet. Here is my Great Eastern Silver plush. This is one of my older Great Eastern plushes, but it's silver. He's still pretty cool. One of my favorite Great Eastern Sonic plushes because of how much detail and effort was put into him. You hear me say that a lot, but I really mean it for this guy. Look at his boots. They're his boots. How he looks like in the back. Now, some of you guys who watched my older videos noticed that I had a knockoff silver plush, but I ended up getting the real one. Ironically enough, the knockoff silver plush was based off of the Great Eastern patterns, but obviously Great Eastern's is way better. I don't know what happened to the rest of my plushes. I just simply threw them away or just got rid of them because they were bootlegged. But here's silver. Same one I use in my videos. Next up, we have Amy Rose. I originally had a Tomy Amy Rose, but I gave that to my brother Gabriel. You'll see it on one of his very first videos that he made on his other channel. Yeah, I've been meaning to get more female characters in my Sonic videos, but I just haven't had any female voice actors. That isn't until recently that I started talking to more of my friends and also just connecting with people online. So yeah, one of my friends now voiced Amy Rose. Oh, but I guess we'll go over her details. Here are her shoes, the little cuff she has on her wrist, her cute little hair. She has like dreads compared to them being quills. Her nose is buttoned on, which is a feature that is shown only on few Sonic plushes that come from Great Eastern. But she still has the ironed on materials, which is a plus. And now we got this emo schmuck. This is Infinite. This was around the time when Sonic Forces had hype around it, only for it to be a major letdown. But Infinite was still a pretty cool character in my opinion. He had the cool mask, he had the cool looks, his tail was awesome. All the detail on him was really cool. This is another one of GE's plushes that are probably overly detailed because look at his shoes, dude. Dang, red bottoms. The Phantom Ruby that stays on his chest. I don't know if you guys want me to show this guy in other videos because he's mainly been a bad guy in one of my other series. But if you guys really want to, let me know in the comment section below if you guys want to see Infinite make a comeback. Here we have one of my personal favorites. Here is Emal from Sonic Battle, or Sonic X. Emal is a underrated character in my opinion. I even made a whole series dedicated to Sonic Battle because I love him that much. But he was still pretty cool. This is around the time when, well, I guess as of now, when Great Eastern stopped putting all the effort into putting details into stuff. What I mean is because this is just simply printed on. This isn't sewn on. Here are his eyes, his ears, little forehead. Cut off the tag on the back of him, but I didn't do a good job, so I might have to go back and fix that. Also, if you guys want to see Emal in videos again, let me know, instead of him being a freaking antagonist. Freaking fighting Sonic, kicking his ass all the time. Yeah, there's Emal. Going back to Mario plushies, here's my red Yoshi plush. This is one of my other oldest Mario plushes that I have. I don't know what company this is from. I don't know if this is the bootleg Yoshi plushies, because I know there are some bootleg plushies that look just like this, but I remember winning it out of a claw machine, and the tag on the back literally said Nintendo. It's just faded out. If you look closely, you can see like the little text. I don't know if the camera will ever pick it up, but yeah, he's just one of my older plushies that I've had for a very, very long time. And even before I even started collecting Sonic plushes, I just collected Mario stuff because they were relatively easy to collect, and I just never thought in my mind that in order to get Sonic stuff, Sonic merchandise, you had to go to Toys R Us. Next up is my Donkey Kong plush. I don't know what company made this one, but he's one that I won at a fair. This is my main Donkey Kong that I use in my videos also. I've been thinking about replacing him with the Sinead plushes, with the Kelly Toy plushes, but they just look relatively small compared to this guy, because when you look at Donkey Kong, you think he has to be big and beefy compared to Mario, Sonic. So for the longest time, this has been my main Donkey Kong. He even has some wear and tear on his wrist, if you guys can see right there. But for now, he's going to remain my Donkey Kong in my videos. Next up for Mario plushes, we have a yellow Yoshi. I also bought this. Well, I won this in the claw machine. Not so impressive. So you want to see my next plush? It's Bowser from Mario Party 5. But this is the bootleg version, not the real one, because I don't want to spend crazy money on a plush. But he still looks pretty good, no? Like, you'd look at that and be like, nah, this guy kind of sucks. That's why he hasn't been showing up in many videos, because I've been meaning to buy the Sinead Bowser plush. So I forgot I still had one more Sonic plush. And I mentioned her earlier. Here is my Sonic Boom Sticks plush. She unfortunately does not have... Oh, she has her tag. Never mind. Her arm's over it. But yeah, here's Sticks from Sonic Boom. As I said, I've been meaning to collect the rest of the characters so I can complete the main cast for Sonic Boom. Here's Sticks. Really cool plushie. I think this is the only plushie they ever made for Sticks, because the other ones, they've only made like action figures, but there you go. Now it's time for some odds and ends. I stole that line from Soup Sonic Boom, but here are plushies that really aren't related to many Sonic media or Mario media that I show in my videos, but we'll get into it. First off, here's my SpiderMan plush. I got this when I visited Hollywood Boulevard, I believe. He's pretty stubby. One of my older plushes too. You can see the hole in the... Oh man, there we go. I've been waiting for that all morning. Anyways, Spider-Man. Why are you built like that? Now, one of my more recent and modern Spider-Man plushies. You'll see him in the Chaotic Christmas video. He made an appearance, but this guy's really cool. I got this at the mall. Well, this is when I was working at the mall, and I was just like, I need to get him because he's Spider-Man. He has bendy wires, so whenever you move him, he'll literally just stick to that movement. I broke a couple of them, but his left arm seems to be the only one that works. I broke his knee on accident. But yeah, he still has the bendy. You can hear it. Ew, it's like being a freaking chiropractor. Continuing the superhero theme, here is Thanos from Avengers. Is this Endgame? Oh no, this is Infinity War. This is around when Infinity War had the hype and they made like the little chibi plushes. My gosh, look at his face. You've only ever seen this guy in one video because I never thought it was important to bring Thanos in any other videos other than the fact I made him fight Sonic. But yeah, that's it. Here he is with the Infinity Gauntlet. All the Infinity Stones are in there, I believe. Yep, they are. Yeah, there's Egghead Thanos. Next up is Iron Man. Gosh, he looks so dumb. Here he is in his Mark 50 suit. His eyes are ironed on. If you hear me saying a lot, it's because I simply don't know what to talk about when it comes to these plushies. These are just random stuff that I was gifted. Now finishing off the superhero stuff, here is... Gosh, okay. You guys have never seen this guy in any of my videos because this is actually a plush that I've had since I was a baby. So, dang, this is my oldest plushie that I've owned. Here is my Superman plush that I've had as a kid. I didn't even show this guy in my older collection video because this guy has been in my mom's house for the longest time. Actually, no, I think this has been in my grandma's house. But yeah, here's Superman. This is a really old one because you could tell because his face is based off of the animated series looks. Surprisingly, his Superman logo is still on there. I'm surprised it didn't even come off. He had the little circle thing on top, but you could tell it's been removed with the glue on stuff. He accidentally got paint covered on him. I don't know what the heck I was doing with this guy. He was my freaking main Superman and stuff. I say main like I used him in videos. I never used him in a video. He's old. You can see that he's been sewn back together at parts. Yeah, here's Superman. Jeez. If you guys want to see this guy in a video, let me know. This is going to be funny. I guess I'll start showing off my anime plushes. Here is my Goku plush. I don't remember when I got this guy, but I do know I got him at the mall. He's pretty cool. Pretty basic Goku. Looks like the Z version of Goku because he doesn't have the little kanji on his back. This is his basic gi. I like him when Goku has his outfit, so yeah, here he is. I don't think I really show Goku off too much in my videos, but anyways, continuing on, here is Super Saiyan Goku. My gosh, dang it, why didn't I clean this guy? Here's Super Saiyan Goku. You can tell the colors are a lot more lighter because obviously he's a Super Saiyan. I don't know what else to say. Other than the fact that, well, I've had this guy for a while and he's also the same brand as my Sonic plushes. You guys like anime? Well, here's more of my anime plushes. Here is Squirtle from Pokemon. Pokemon's an anime, right? Yeah, here's Squirtle. I don't remember where I got this guy. I think I got this guy at a carnival also. That or I bought him. Because around the time I was getting into Pokemon, but now I don't really care because the anime kind of ended. And also I kind of got lost with all the other Pokemon that were in there. Fun fact, my buddy Damien voiced Squirtle in one of my older videos, but you'll never find it because I deleted it. Ha! And now for one of my favorite Pokemon. I say one of because my main Pokemon that I like is Mewtwo now, but this was my favorite Pokemon for the longest time. Here is Mega Rayquaza. I was gonna say Rayquario. I was gonna combine Lucario and Rayquaza. Here is Mega Rayquaza. Freaking giant dude. He has some bendy wire in him also. I got this guy at Comic-Con, LA Comic-Con 2018. Jeez. Oh, gosh. He's just... That's the reason why I don't think I showed this guy in too many videos other than the fact that I made the old randomness videos. Those videos are unlisted now. You guys aren't going to see them anytime soon, but... Yeah, I think I only showed him in one video because I don't really care that much for Pokemon anymore, at least. But if there's going to be any other Pokemon plushes I'm going to buy, it's probably going to be Mewtwo, but... Dang, this guy is just freaking giant. What company is this guy from? Pokemon Center. Huh? Now we finish off with the rest of my video game characters. Here is my Sackboy plush that my dad got me when I was back in middle school because I loved Little Big Planet. I still do. Still think it's one of the best video game franchises that ever came out for PlayStation. He's missing his zipper, unfortunately, because one of the dogs got a hold of him. And they just bit it off. And he has a little hole right there now, too. Yeah, he shows up in a couple of my videos because I still like referencing Sackboy because he's still pretty cool. That's about it. Next up, we have my Crash Bandicoot plush. Whoa! This is Crash Bandicoot. Not to be confused with my older plush. I gave that one to my brother again. I keep giving him my plushes. I need to stop. Anyways, here's my current Crash Bandicoot plush. I'm thinking about replacing him. I don't know because it's a little funny that Crash Bandicoot just so happens to be taller than most of my Sonic plushes. So here's Knuckles, for example. Like, Knuckles is right about where his belly is. I'm thinking about getting a smaller version of this guy because I know that... Who made this? Freaking Kelly Toy Network? I don't know. But I just know there are smaller versions of this plush that I could get because I wasn't really paying attention to the inches of how big this Crash plush is because he's pretty damn big. Other than that, there's Crash. And now, the piece de resistance. Well, not really the piece of resistance, it's just to finish off the rest of my plushies. Here's my Diamond Armor Steve plush. Minecraft. You guys, come on. Minecraft is cool. Then here's my most recent Steve plush. Holy crap, he's so much bigger. And after Steve, here's my Iron Golem plush. I love this guy, he's so cool. The Iron Golem is so cool in Minecraft. But yeah, that's my plush collection, guys. As I was saying, that's my plush collection video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know if you guys want another update whenever, I don't know, maybe a couple years from now. Just let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I'm going to get to editing this video because I know it's going to be pretty damn long. If it's pretty long, you guys better leave a like and subscribe and share this video because this wasn't for nothing. other than that, see you guys in the next ZacDicoot video. I'm gonna jump in this. This looks fun to jump in.